All right, let's go to the app application of the video of the theory of the. Let's just have a practical video of the thing. All right, so let's pretend you have rounded shoulders and neck, right? Let's exaggerate. Pretend that it's 10 years from now. You have worse posture. You're old and your exaggeration. I want you to put your hand on your neck right here and exaggerate the bad neck posture and feel around for a very contracted muscle. Okay? For a very muscle that is very tense. Okay? And you should be able to see. So, this is the idea. And this muscle is already contracted, and we're just exaggerating it. And this muscle is so contracted that it cannot release. Okay? And this muscle prohibits other muscles. This muscle in the back right here has to elongate to accommodate that. So I want you to push on this muscle. It should really, really hurt. So go slow. And this is a contracted muscle, and this is the elongated muscle. And this contracted muscle is so contracted. This long muscle has to elongate to compensate for this one. And when you try to do the opposite, what is the opposite? We call it chicken neck, and what we call it chicken neck. When you try to tuck your chin in and do this, this is like standing up very erect, sitting up erect. You can like sit up for seconds and then you go back, but until you break up this contracted muscle right here, this elongated muscles cannot go back to neutral position, or cannot go back to a neutral position. Now I want to show you a demonstration of a video that is a very good video of what I am talking about. This video right here. Okay, so this is what we're talking about right here. This is contracted muscle along right here. And this is a person that's very common. This is not a person that's standing up erect, okay? And when you have kyphosis, a person that's a computer, it's not just the neck that is forward, but also the back and the back and the back, the chest, and the neck all come places. And these muscles, like I told you, this is contracted right here. Not only that, it's this muscle and chest muscle and your rib cage is also contracted. And all these muscles in the back are elongated. Okay? So these are the first steps of the thing. You got bad posture, okay? Then you got this contracted muscle. Number 2 step. Elongation of this muscle, third muscle, is the third step, okay? All right, so this is a sequence of events that's happening. And right here is demonstrating this couple times, okay? This is a very better demonstration of this, okay? This muscle right here in the blue is the muscle that is contracted muscle. And this muscle in the green is elongated muscle. Okay? We're talking generalities. The neck muscles, there's a complex of muscles. Other muscles have to contract. But we're talking generality, okay? This is a very good video of what I'm talking about. So this muscle right here is contracted. It's called sternocleidomastoid, and this muscle, the light blue, is also contracted. But all right. But okay, and what happens is over time, when you have, this is the fourth step, after the elongated muscle, the bone, the bone of it, the bones of it, your spinal column, called the spinal column, central nervous system, gets pinched. So like basically the bones, the articulation, the joints, they have the central nervous system running through the spinal cord, and the central nervous system, the signals of the pathway gets pinched. They get pinched. They get pinched, and that's what we call the subluxation. You have to go to a chiropractor for that. So this is the fourth step, where the bones are affected. Okay. And the final step is the fifth step. Green muscle. Green muscle right here. It gets so elongated that there's little abrasions, a little tiny abrasions where you can actually feel it. This is where most people start out at, and they're trying to stretch this muscle, which is already elongated. So you're stretching a muscle that's elongated, and it's not good for you. But there's still little, and you can actually feel these little micro knots, where we call micro knots. They're little scar balls of scar tissues, and this is the fifth step. Okay, and this is exactly what I'm talking about right here. There's this muscle, yeah. So to summarize it all up, it's, you got, cell phone, bad posture causes this, a contracted muscle in the front, which causes elongated muscle, which causes the bone to get curved permanently, and there's causes misalignment of the joint. Basically, it's a joint. It's the joints. They don't work. Sometimes they're overbending, or they move to the side, or whatever. It's just the joints don't sit correctly on top of each other, and then there's a chiropractic adjustment that needs to be done, and then the last and final thing is, in order to balance out this contracted muscle and this elongated muscle has to figure out a way to strengthen itself, and by that, inflammation, pain, spasms, to strengthen it, and the little dots, we call micronknots, appear, scar tissue. Basically, scar tissue to balance out this contracted muscle. The whole muscle is contracted. This is an elongated muscle with little dots that are contracted. Okay? So basically, we can help you understand this more, and we are experimented with in each step of the process, where we go from bad posture, where you can using ergonomics. Simple trick is just lifting your cell phone up, or you're on the computer, lifting up the monitor, and simple tricks, which doesn't cost any money or very little money. And second step is the contracted muscle, where we will help you understand what the steps in trying to figure out where the contracted muscle is. The third step is elongated muscles. We will try to help you figure out a way to activate this muscle, which is already elongated, and the procedure and how to do this. And also the fourth step, we will try to send you some. We're not chiropractors, okay? We don't We do not want to play with the joints of the muscle. We're not licensed, and I have experimented on myself, and I've hurt myself a couple times. And it's not very wise, and it's kind of dangerous. Or the fifth step, where you find the little knots, the little dots on the back, where the elongated muscles, where those are called micronauts, micronauts, and these we can help you in each. We can help you find it, and also we give you some information and guide you along the way. I have more information about each and every step of the way. If you want more details, yeah, just ask and we will help you, guide you along the way.